Albumen, my rooms are untidy.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I've been glued to the TV.
Well, you'll be wearing the TV if you don't get the Hoover out.
But our boys are about to go inside live on all channels. They've cancelled the weakest link.
So war's not all bad, then? Hannah, you look dreadful. If this is bulimia, can you please hurry on to the vomiting phase? I mean, quickly, before the army commandeer you as a barrage balloon. Albumen, this is your fault. You've got to stop pandering to her.
I made me fight for days, sir.
That's right, he hasn't, despite all my entreaties and supplications. And that's why I had to break into the police station and eat all the fudge they'd confiscated as evidence.
Oh, looks like you're in the clear then, Albumen.
But I demand my day in court. The England of purchase, bushels, rods and scruples must be defended. Hang on. Our landing craft's about to hit the beach. Show no fear, lads.
There don't seem to be many of these lads.
Oh, they're an elite force, bringing up the front. The Yanks will be bringing up the rear as usual. There's a huge US fleet just over the horizon. You'll see it appear any minute.
Yeah, they seem to be getting a bit bogged down.
US air supremacy will turn the tides up.
Yeah. I don't see many aeroplanes as such.
They'll be using stealth fighters, so they're totally silent and invisible to cameras and radar. Ah, see! They must be arriving. Our boys are pointing. They've got their arms in the air.
Yeah, that's because they're surrendering, Albumen.
Oh, God. It's Canada all over again.
Canada?
Forget Canada. Strike Canada from your mind. Albumen, door.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. Oh, how can I help you? Constable...
Haywain.
Haywain?
What's so funny?
Constable Haywain. One of the most famous paintings in the world. Well, you're certainly not going to knock Sherlock Holmes off his pedestal, are you?
Never mind all that Oxford clever dickery. I'm looking for a... Dr. Hannah Awkward. You are under arrest for attempting to pervert the course of justice.
In what sense do you use the word pervert?
You have no proof.
She ate it.
We have CCTV footage of you squeezing in through the window of the evidence room and scoffing the 17 kilos of fudge secured therein.
I will not have my sweetmeats referred to in metric measurements.
And if you're not careful, I'll arrest you and all.
Yes, a metric martyr at last.
Right, move it, you two. You're nicked.
Yes? Yes. I was expecting you to call.
I don't understand. Dubya told me he was my best friend. So why did he pull out?
Maybe he didn't want to father a child as stupid as he is.
Look, I trusted you. You said invade Cuba.
The focus group backed me up.
All right, I'm sorry. Oh, but just look at the Daily Mail.
Oh, must I? Oh, very well. PM's an even bigger prat than we told you he'd be at the last election. Oh, could be worse.
How?
Well, the apostrophe's in the right place. Shows your education policy is working.
Look, what am I going to do now?
Just... You simply set up a royal commission. I'll chair it, of course. My findings will show the Cuban invasion failed because Europe let you down militarily. Your new policy, which will make you wildly popular, is to leave the European Union, block up the Channel Tunnel, and reinstate the old imperial measures.
Professor, I'll be renouncing everything that I hold dear. Again.
Tony, it's your decision. Do you fight to win a Euro referendum and usher in an era of cooperation and prosperity, or do you hang on to power at all costs and jettison all your heartfelt principles?
With respect, Professor, that is a ridiculous question.
It's by principles, then. So, Britain will leave the European Union and once more be a quaint and backward backwater which we will be able to manipulate effortlessly as our very own offshore island.
Another triumph, Professor, but tell me, how did you get the president to call off the invasion?
Oh, I gave him a cigar.
Was that all?
Well, it was a very special cigar. Dubya had never tasted anything like it before. But then it did come from Bill Clinton's private stock. And we all know how he kept his cigars moist.
Just a few delicious mouth-watering morsels, that's all I need.
But there's no sugar left anywhere in England. Terrible selfish orders have been panicked buying ever since Cuba stopped exporting. I've tried every supermarket in the county.
What about Jamaican sugar? Or Trinidadian or Mauritian? If you can't get cane, what about sugar beet? Carrots are sweet, can they not be boiled down into a molasses-like liquid from which a crude form of sugar could be refined? For the love of God!
Try to get a hold of yourself, Doctor.
Don't be ridiculous, I can't possibly reach!
You see the sugar embargo is biting hard?
Help me, Professor.
Hannah, try and be positive. This is your chance to overcome this addiction and return to your former calm and comely personality.
I can't! I'm a slave to hydrocarbons!
I do have some good news. Here.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is this a foolscap envelope?
Yes, it is. One of the great British stationery sizes. And it contains a pardon written on quarto parchment, signed by the Prime Minister in person, using a quill, with ink made from soot and cold tea. You and Dr. Awkward are not to be prosecuted for metric mischief, and in future, you can peddle your fudge in whatever absurd and arcane measures you desire.
But there is no fudge!
Women, hey, Albumen?
I'd rather have a cup of tea, sir.
What a very good idea.
Sugar, sir? It wouldn't do to run out.
Oh, Albumen, what would I do without you? Oh. Cigar?